speaker is a Navy veteran, and she came into the organization early on, and we haven't seen her for a little while. She's been a little busy, but she also has written 2 books, right? You're selling your second book. She's an Amazon author, so you can get her books online also. So I would like for you to welcome Kimberly Clark. And she doesn't make soap.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies. So, I know we're a little pressed for time, so I'm not going to be too long. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me, the part that I play in advocating for women veterans, and a little bit about my books. I'm Navy, so we ain't as deep as Air Force, but we ain't here, so. All right. So, I was known at one point in my life around the VA system and everybody that's connected to the VA system. And it's complicated, pretty much a lost cause. And it was because of my addiction and because of alcoholism. I survived an MST in the Navy and it changed my life forever. And so I got out of the military, medical discharge, and I was completely lost, y'all. I didn't have a purpose. I was 19 years old, and yeah, I was really trying to find a way to cope. And when I got back to Louisiana, I was quickly introduced to drugs and alcohol. All right, it's pretty much every drug I've tried, and so I spent about 12 years of my life addicted. In 2020 alone, I wrecked my truck. My truck flipped 7 times, and I walked out of it without a scratch. I was hit in the back of the head twice in an attempt to take my life. And one time I ended up on life support here at the VA in Shreveport. And somebody gave me bad drugs twice. This is all in 2020, right? The traumatic events that come with addiction. See, trauma was the source. And an addiction and alcoholism, all those things were just symptoms of it, right? And you guys, I was so mad at the VA for so long because out of all those 12 years, I was never once introduced to EMDR therapy. Never. I didn't know about it until 2021. I didn't know about it. All right? And that's the very thing that saved my life. I always say Jesus plus therapy was healing because it really does. That's how it happened in my life, y'all. And so I wasn't able to get more than 365 days clean, y'all. And now I'm almost at 3 years. Thank you, ladies. And so today, I go around, I speak to women, I speak to women veterans, and I also speak to youth, trying to prevent them, substance use prevention, as well as talking about trauma. And so I love to use my voice because for so long I didn't have a voice. I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to set boundaries. I didn't know anything about myself, y'all. And so I started to heal. And now that, I know who I am and I know my purpose, I'm using it to advocate for us. Because a lot of us, we still don't even want to admit that it happened to us, right? And so we need to have more open conversations about it. Because if somebody sees somebody talking about MST in a way that brings hope, man, let me tell you, healing is possible. Healing is possible. There is a time in your life when you heal, when you don't have those insecurities. I'm a living testimony of that. And so if any of you guys have gone through that, you haven't really talked about it, you haven't really told anybody, I do want you to know that healing is possible, that recovery is possible, that you can have purpose, and that you can live with joy and with peace, right? And so I love you guys. I have 2 books, Make Up Your Mindset and Stuck Between Pleasure and Pleasing God. Stuck Between Pleasure and Pleasing God is my memoir. Make Up Your Mindset is basically just about mindset. It's about, staying in the solution instead of staying in the problem. And it's pretty much every life lesson I've learned thus far. But again, I love you guys. Thank you for allowing me to do this.
I follow her on Facebook, and it's amazing how many parents and grandparents have said, the second book, the mindset book, that they're like, you need to buy this for your kids, you need to buy this for your grandkids, because it's like life lessons. So I may not see you in person all the time, but I see you on Facebook. So we're glad to have both those ladies with us. I think they need another round of applause.